Hey there guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going over the Pokemon Presents for Legends Arceus. I'm just going to go by in 0.5 speed and make sure I highlight things that you may have missed, or things that I may have missed on my several viewings of this trailer. Let's get into it. Here we have a good look at how these Pokemon are actually going to be roaming around. We get some very Sword and Shield style, just walking about. No tall grass, it looks like here, just all open space. Very nice. The tree animations could do with a little bit of polishing, but they do look a lot better than the Sword and Shield trees, I'll be honest. We then have another look at this little ruin here. We did see this at the very start of the game. You know, some unfinished cliffs over here. Very nice, very nice. We then have Floatzel and some Weasels down here as well. Very nice, very nice. But this little arch here, it is kind of to be seen what this could be. It could be like a portal, you know, anything like that. You know, it does look like we're going to have to go out and explore. I don't know how this game's going to work with, we do know how these games are going to work with HMs, actually. Then have a look at some Yanmega, you know, just some more Pokemon. Here we have Lucas coming through, you know, we've got Swinub, Gardevoir, all these Pokemon getting confirmed. I don't think any of these guys were confirmed before. Some Ponyta, some Rapidash here, it looks like. Clefairy, Clefable, and the Moon. I don't know, again, they did not say explicitly how the day-night cycle works in either this game or BDSP. I'm assuming that it's going to be like a, you know, when it's day here, it's day there type thing. But maybe for this game, it's going to be on like a set loop. Every hour or so it changes over, just so that a lot of people can get that fresh, you know, nighttime spawns, etc. We then have a look over here at what I thought was a shipwreck. And I'm still undecided if it is just a tree and a rock. But I do believe this is a boat of some sort. So we might actually have some exploring, maybe some side quests, which is unusual for Pokemon. After having the camera turn, that is definitely a boat. That's definitely a boat. We then have our new Stantler Weirdeer, whatever his name is. He is very majestic, very nice. I was really hoping for like a dragon deer when I seen his name was a Weirdeer, but it's all good. We then have a little fade in of the town. I just want to get a good pause here. So here we have this big blue Magikarp. We also do have another look at another Pokemon on this building. Obviously, you know, this logo is the Galactic logo, but the team is called Galaxy. So I believe this is a precursor for the Team Galactic, or Team Galactic have reformed themselves based on what this team did. So I don't think there is any connotations between them, but it is to be seen. I do actually think the village is a lot more advanced than I thought it was going to be honest. I did think that this was going to be thousands of years before, but it could just be a few hundred years before the start of actual Pokemon. It does kind of look like, because we have Galarian Weezing here, that we are going to get some Galar Pokemon in this game. I'm assuming kind of how Let's Go did it, where, you know, there'll be a wandering traveler that will trade you a Galarian version of Weezing for a Hinuin. I can't remember what the region's called in this game. It's not Sinnoh, it's something else now. Another look at the logos on everyone's vests. I can't see this being an evil team if we're working for them. I do believe Team Galactic have taken this team and made it into their own. Now look at some unfinished trees, some unfinished cliffs. Obviously, you know, this game is still got a little while to come out. I mean, I'm expecting, you know, cliff faces to be more polished, etc. It's not going to be a beautiful game, but, you know, it is Pokemon making it, after all. I think that you know, the Pokemon catching and the crafting, this Baniri has no eyes, which I did notice in the trailer. He does just blink. I did think that they just rendered in, but watching that back in 0.5 was very scary. As you can see, you know, in our inventory here, being close to a Pokemon without being seen is going to increase that catch chance, which is what makes sense. It also leads me to believe that we may actually have like no Ultra Balls, but I definitely think there's a Great Ball in this trailer, which I'm going to show you guys later on. We have another look running down to Cliffface. Here we have in this trailer, I was sitting there and I was like, here we have a Growlithe. We have a Growlithe. This is a Hinuin Growlithe. Or Hinuin, I don't know how to pronounce it. Here we have, you know, Growlithe level 32. It is to be seen if it still evolves via a stone. But we do have a Vulpix here as well. Obviously, you know, Vulpix is kind of Growlithe's counterpart. And we have no form for Vulpix. We have already had a Alolan Vulpix and a Alolan Ninetales, so that might be it. It's kind of, you know, crossover, passing the torch over to Growlithe. Here we have a look at the base camp. I was kind of thinking that we were going to have to travel massive distances to get back into the research facility, but it looks like it's kind of like a wandering trade camp that we can set up with a, you know, our weird coaches guys. Here we have another look at some ruins. So it is kind of interesting that even though this game is set at least a few hundred years before maybe even 1,000 years before, we do still have some ruins of what was, which makes me think that Arceus is still going to be a very ancient Pokemon compared to this time. And here we have another view at a new Pokemon, a Psychic Flying Braviary. I believe it's Psychic Flying. I know that it is definitely a Psychic type. Another look at some trees, the night sky. Again, I really like how the front of this Braviary looks. I did say in a previous video, or a video still to come out, that Braviary deserves some love. I think it was my Gen 5 the best Pokemon playlist. But I'm right, Gen 5 Pokemon are getting some absolute love. Here we have Basculegion, a massive Pokemon who evolves from the souls of dead Basculin. It is to be seen as well. This is a red form Basculin, I believe. So maybe the blue form will have a blue tail and maybe it will be a different type. We do not know currently at this time. We do also have what looks to be a little base camp set up over here. I did think these were originally like telephone masts, which would not make sense. So I do believe that's a tree. This might also be a tree, and this looks to be a base camp of some sort. We then have a look at this big portal opening up over Mount Coronet. I'm assuming this is where Arceus is going to be. You know, Mount Coronet always ties everything together. Spear Pillar and all that's up there. It makes sense that Mount Coronet is the final area in the game. We then also have Bibarel and Bidoof there. You know, lightning striking in another massive tree, probably got a massive Vespiquen in it. We then have an evil Ursaring, which is interesting, an evil Gardevoir, an evil Gyarados as well. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Very true, mate. So I don't know if these are going to be like shadow Pokemon, because in Pokemon Go we do have the Pokemon with the red eyes, indicating that they are evil and need to be purified in some way. So I don't know if that's going to, you know, retain that idea. But here we have another look. We're getting damaged. We are taking damage as the player. I do not see a health bar anywhere on the screen, but it's interesting to see, you know, the Pokemon are going to hurt us. And that's a big thing, you know, throwing at a Pokemon, getting into a battle. Again, just that red eyes there, you know, purifying them in Pokemon Go makes them strong. But as you can see here, a level 41, a level 60 Gyarados here with that kind of evil mark next to it. So it shows us the gender there as well, which is quite good. But it is quite interesting to see if we're going to get, you know, maybe catching these guys have like boosted attack or something, or maybe these are like, you know, they can be purified, maybe using Spear Pillar or something. We then have another look at the attacking styles. You know, we have strong style and agile style, two different forms of attacking. One is quicker, one is heavier. So the heavy attack hits harder but goes slower. It is a very cool concept. As we see there, this ball is blue. Don't know if we're going to get to see. It could be a heavy ball, but I was thinking in the trailer that that is a great ball. So we could have, you know, there's another one. There's a blue one. There's another blue one with hints of red on it. I definitely think that is a great ball. And it just kind of goes to show that in this game, there is red and blue. Definitely a great ball. Absolutely in love with this new Growlithe. There's Lucario kicking a tree, get some berries. Basically, our starter Pokemon is not going to be part of the Pokedex. So it does make sense that, you know, we can go out and catch Piplup, Chimchar, and Turtwig, so you can have everything on your team as we go. So having a look, you can see that these guys are charging you. So these guys are going to be a attacking Pokemon before you can catch them. I do think we get a good shot of them throwing down rocks at you later on in the trailer. But then have a nice look at the map. We are going to get a detailed name in a minute. I don't know what this is. I think it's a campfire, so that's not a Pokemon. A Bidoof down here. I think that's all of them. But yeah, a nice little map for us. You know, we can see this in a region. It is kind of like misshapen to how it is later. We do have the 3 lakes, it looks like. So we have Lake Acuity. Snowpoint Lake should be somewhere here. I think it's either there or somewhere here. And then we have the other lake here. I can't remember the name. Lake Valor. And then the other one up here. So it does look like we're probably going to have the Lake Guardians in this game. Whether it's, you know, their primal versions. I do believe we're going to have some different versions of legendaries in this game. Kind of like how we had different legendaries in the Crown Tundra. We also have the Hinny region, the Hinui region, the Hinny region, I'm going to call it. So Hinuian forms is a new thing. I can't get over these lakes, guys. These lakes are going to have the Lake Guardians, so they're confirmed. You can't have the lakes and not have the Guardians, and something I never noticed was these little rocks, and that's where they are kept within their little shrines. We then have a look at some berries. I can't tell if these are berries or apricorns, but it will be interesting if you go up to Snow Point, you will find apricorns that create balls that are good for catching ice types, etc. I do think that we're going to have a large variety of different Pokeballs. We do have Heracross, which is a really cool Pokemon to get in this game. Here is a building as well that I want to speculate on. I think that we are going to have a Pokemon range. Just judging by how this kind of area looks like, we're going to have like a little range instead of a PC, because the PC shouldn't have been created in this time. And basically, we're going to have a selection screen where we can swap out Pokemon and put them into our own little range, our own little ranch. And that's why I feel that we're going to be able to swap out our team and really kind of move through the region. Another look there, we have some prominent figures here. I do think that we're going to get some side quests. We're going to have a quests tab. We're going to have all these different things. I do think this is going to be a really fleshed out RPG style game rather than our usual Pokemon game, where there's no gyms. It's based on exploration. It's based on all these different factors. Looking at all of that, we do have, we have surveys, we have research. I do want to have a little look at the website though, as there is some detailed stuff on there. So I do believe let's head over there right now. Quickly though, before we head away over, I did want to quickly jump across to this crafting screen. So as you can see here, it kind of looks like Potion, Revive. It's kind of covering what the other thing is. But we have Tumblestone and Apricorn. These are used to create Pokeballs. So I'm assuming Tumblestone we're just going to find on the floor. Apricorns, obviously in the trees. Don't know if we're going to have to cook them, but it's to be seen. As you can see here, we have the Heavy Ball. It is looking very heavy duty. I believe it's a black Tumblestone that we need to make it. It is indeed. 1-to-1 ratio, very nice. As you can see here as well, we have a inventory and a storage. I am assuming that we can store things at the camp, and we only have a limited inventory space. That makes, picking up items and a lot more items to pick up. Whereas in Sword and Shield, you have like an unlimited inventory up until like 999 times. So this makes it a lot more believable. You can only carry maybe 30 Pokeballs, 30 of each at a time, and it becomes cumbersome. You have weight and all of that. I feel like that is the big things that could definitely affect how you move within the region. So having a look, we have all these Pokemon: Hisuian, Bravery, Hisuian, Growlithe. We then have Weirdeer and Basculegion. New Pokemon, Galarian, forms. I was going to say Galarian forms, Hisuian forms, and Hisuian evolution. Having a look at the story, it does kind of seem, it's based on the exploration of the region. We do have names for the characters, Akari and Ray. We have all these Pokemon people, all these leaders. Jubilife Village, Jubilife City. Very nice, very nice. So, seeking out Pokemon just around, we have to observe them, learn their dispositions, and I did see this later on in the trailer. We do have kind of like a checklist of things that we need to do, and we don't just catch a Pokemon once. We have to observe them and learn what they actually are, how they do. Here it is in the Pokedex. We have it here. We have like a number caught, number defeated. As you can see, that changes throughout. You can see that we have to catch 15 of each individual Pokemon before that is finished. And I do assume that there's going to be special things tied to completing the Pokedex, as there usually is. We then have our base camp. If you take too much damage from wild Pokemon. We also have crafting at the base camps. So you can see that the professor and one of the lackeys kind of comes with us. You can see a bunch of new Pokemon here. Starly, Mismagimus. We then have Pokeballs and Smoke Bombs, another item that was not revealed in the trailer. We have Sootfoot Root and Caster Fern, just 2 more items that I'm assuming that we can just pick up off the ground. Whether it is farmable resources or it is just kind of like Sword and Shield glistening spots, to be seen. Heavy Balls as well, as you can see here. They're heavier and they don't fly very far, but they are very effective at catching Pokemon that you haven't noticed yet, or haven't noticed you yet, should I say. So make sure to have a good supply of these, because if you're sneaking around, if you're good at sneaking, that is definitely the way to go. But with that, guys, we've got a ton of new information. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, this kind of trailer analysis update. The main things to kind of take away is the fact that we have Great Balls. They've shown us Great Balls and they haven't stated them here. I do think there are other secrets inside this trailer. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you guys later.